Welcome back to Inside Bristol. I'm your host, Sheridan Nichols, and I have Jack Spurgeon here today with the fire department. We're so glad to have you on. Can you believe we've been doing this for 100 episodes?
I believe we've done them all together.
I know. I feel like we need to do a high five here. We're a team.
Right.
We've got this fire department thing down, but I don't know that we've actually ever done this topic. A new one, our 100th episode. We have a new topic today, and it is lithium batteries. So we've got some good tips for you.
Well, lithium batteries, ion batteries has been around for several years when we talk about the late 70s, early 80s, but they really took hold in probably the mid to late 90s, 2000. And so they modified those over the years, and so we've got a small battery in some potential cases to larger types of batteries that we use and rely on, because we've got the battery operated cars now that those are lithium type batteries. So we got anything from cell phones to laptops to toys to smoke detectors now who have the 10-year lithium batteries that you don't replace. So if they're misused and not done properly, they can create potentially a fire or an explosion type situation. Mm-hmm. So we're talking about a small object when we think about the cell phone with the lithium battery.
I remember when they banned those ones from getting on airplanes, like a certain type of battery.
The Sony, when they had their recalls and so forth. So we're talking about a lot of energy and a little bit of space. So they can create potential problems. And some of the things is we create our own problems by how we use these, especially with our cell phones when we charge them. Like some people charge them and lay them beside their pillow at night or right under their pillow when they're sleeping and charge them, or charge them on the couches while they're sitting there. So we put these things to where we hold in the heat a lot of times, and these batteries need to stay at room temperature around 120 degrees, no more than that when they're operating. So once they start getting more heat, then they can potentially become a problem. If you notice, they can get real hot. A lot of times we may carry them in our pockets, or guys may carry them in their back pockets and sit on them, so they start feeling that little warm heat. Well, between your body temperature and the fact that the heat can't go anywhere because no air circulating, then we're raising the temperatures on these things and can create problems. Other things is sitting them in direct sunlight. When we're outside or when we're in a car, sometimes we may put them on the dash. So that sun coming through there increases that temperature as well. So we can create the situations with fire and explosions. The way we charge them, sometimes we may not use the right charger, and that does not do well with these type of batteries either. So we need to make sure that we use them the way they're supposed to, use the proper chargers. If we replace these batteries, make sure that we get the right batteries that go in these, because if we put the wrong ones in, then that can create problems. If we start seeing them swell, have bad odor, they leak fluids, stuff like that.
Not a good sign.
No, so we need to replace those.
Alrighty, great. Well, good. Some very, very good tips today. Good things to know, because we all sort of live by these cell phones now. I'm always shocked when people have landlines. It seems like everybody just slowly has gotten rid of those, and everybody just has cell phones. So some really good tips. Thank you, Jack, so much for being on here today on our 100th episode. I remember when we started this together, so it's great to be here with you, celebrating. And thank you so much for joining us and celebrating along with us. We'll look forward to seeing you next time.